Hello, good day. A lot of you may not have known this, but I am actually a certified business and entrepreneurial coach with advanced life coaching, and I have been certified since 2022. So, in this video, what I'm going to share is it's of a more of an HR related matter. Okay, I have been observing a lot of separations and resignations from different companies, and I'd like to share this insight as a business coach. This would be very beneficial if you are a business owner, if you are an HR manager, or even if you are a supervisor of a particular company. So these are actually the things that I'd like to share to you. It's a bit of an observation and a bit of a study on what really happens during an exit interview. Okay, so first off, mental resignation happens long before. The physical resignation, or the one that they hand you a paper for their letter, is just the final act of a loss of hope. What it basically means is that it could have been like weeks or even months ago that this particular person wants to separate from the company, whether wants to resign or wants to be terminated from the company. Now, with this, every time the employee goes to work, a lot of frustrations, a lot of, lost hope is piling up. So, when they finally decided that enough is enough, then they hand over the resignation letter. So, but their mental state of being, it has been, in their minds that, I'll be resigning, or I'll be quitting from this company. They're just waiting for that push. Okay. Number two, as an HR manager, or a manager, or even a supervisor, always remember that you cannot try to appreciate someone on their way out. I think it's a little too late. Try to appreciate your employee for every little good work that they do, even for those, mishaps, or even if they were not really performing well. Still, try to appreciate the effort that they put into the job, the effort that they show up for work, the effort that they did everything that they could. Okay? Because not every day is Christmas. Okay? As an employer, as a manager, you need to understand that. Okay? You may be the top performer for, I don't know, 6 consecutive months, and then for the next 6, boom, you're zero. It could happen. But it doesn't mean that you were not doing your job. You did your job. Again, every day is not Christmas. Okay? Number 3, and this is where most business owners and managers think that would motivate an employee. Always remember that money motivates only at a certain period of time. People employees, they don't leave because of money. You might say that, are you really going to quit? Are you really going to give up this job that gives you this much salary? Well, it depends. It goes back to number one, my mental state of being. Am I happy? Am I be and the second point, am I being appreciated? That simply answers the third point. If their mental state of being long before has been saying, I'm feeling like I don't really need, or I really don't feel this job, and their mental state is saying that they really want to quit, they're just waiting for that push. The second point I was talking about, they feel that they're not being appreciated that much. Well, they don't really care if they're earning that much. Money is never, and I repeat, never a motivation to keep people. You may have seen a lot of, say for example, cleaners, they have been on that job for like a decade or even 2 decades or more. They were even able to send their kids to college, have them graduate in college, and they're just cleaners. And then you wonder, why are they staying in that job? Well, again, it's not about the salary. It's how people treat people. Fourth point is that career progression is one of the biggest factors to retention. At some point, every job, at a certain point, it just plateaus, As a business owner, as an employer, as a manager, you need to create a career path for each employee to ensure that they stay motivated, going back to point number one, so that their mental well-being will not be, on that side wherein they want to think that they want to leave this job. Going back to point number two, if you don't create a career path, they don't feel motivated, they don't feel appreciated. Okay? And point number three, as I may have said that money only motivates at a certain period of time, but if you couple it with career advancement, then that's gonna be a big difference. The fifth point and the last point I'd like to share is that always remember that once trust is broken, it is hard to regain. What you say to your employees, you need to stand up for it. Because once you lose their trust, no matter how good you do the next time, they will never trust you again. Remember that your employees are your most valuable asset. Don't take them for granted or treat them poorly. Always remember that loyalty is a two-way street. Again, this is Mark, your business coach and entrepreneurial coach. I am also a financial advisor, so if you need any advice with regards to your business or to your finances, feel free to leave a comment or send a message. God bless.